oops, all chimps. And also, oops, all Odysseys, because what timeline are we living in that this is the second week in a row I am covering an Odyssey after not covering it for a year? Maybe I'm just paying more attention to it, but either way, this is one big chimps game piece by piece. What it means by that is that there are 5 islands, and they increasingly go up in increments of 20 rounds, except for the first map. But after that, each map is fragmented into rounds of 20 with differing modifiers between each map. So I guess we'll go over it. Starting off with Carved Tier, where we have triple balloon speed for 30 rounds of easy difficulty. Now to set some self-imposed rules, because I like my BT6 challenges like I like everything hard. I would do extreme rules, but technically we're actually already playing extreme rules, aka no reusing monkeys over each map. So the self-imposed rules I'm doing is, I'm gonna apply this to the hero as well. You can pick any hero, but I'm doing Striker, but I can only pick Striker 1 time out of the 5 maps. And also, we're gonna leave the boat half empty, or half full if you like to think about it that way. And I suppose we'll have an even spread of 2 out of 5 allowed for every of the maps. You know the rules, so do I now. Let's begin. So I want to tell you how I'm feeling about this map at least. What if I can 1-tower chimps it with a spike factory? I guess it would be top path into white hot spikes. How to combat triple speed balloons? Well, how about just place spikes all the way in the backside so the speed does not matter, except for, I guess, less time to build them up. But I'm almost certain this straight up works. If not, I can probably just drop a second tower, and that wouldn't be too bad. Toughest part will probably be from now until getting spike balls. I think once you get spike balls, there's no shot anything gets through that. Alright, great news. We did indeed survive for the spike balls. GG. 27 is actually going to give us a run for our money. I think I saw like 4 spikes remaining, but otherwise... Yup, my plan worked out. Awesome. Now we have 19 towers for the final 4 maps. And now what does map 2 have to offer? 4 circles gets us to round 40, where we have to deal with a 2.5x speed and HP Moab. Gotcha. Not sure what the 4484 cash represents. Maybe the amount of cash you would have had if like you start from round 6. I don't know, but first off, let me think. Well, if I go for a Mob Assassin, this basically one-shots the Mob insides completely, so... What if I get this, and then just a tower to beat 2139, if it's possible, that a tower can solo. Oh, I know exactly what tower can solo. I can't afford it though, straight up. Dragon's Breath would be nice, but even starting at round 21, I am about 1.3k short of affording it. I'm pretty sure I'll die, because the Wallfire spot is not 100% uptime, so... I think eventually something's gonna get through it, right? Unless we're lucky, which we are right now, okay. Never tell me the odds, and then we want to get the bomb shooter right now. Maybe I need to upgrade it 1 time, though. Actually, I might just be dead here. Hecking frick, sorry for my language. But we can always retry maps because it's chimps mode without a penalty. Oh, I know. How about Arcane Mastery? This is a goated tower. Trust me. We don't need a Dragon's Breath. This thing, I know, can probably solo early game pretty well. Does 3 layers per shot, and Seeking, and good Pierce. What's not to like about it? Something about the Arcane Mastery splash art also looks super funny. It's got that Mr. Beast-like smile. Don't forget about the Mob Mauler smile, too. It's pretty rad. There's the Elim, though. And that should be a GG, provided we beat the balloon rounds. Let us see. Let us D. And there we go. 17 towers left for the remaining 3 maps. I think we're kinda destroying this challenge, eh? Technically 18 out of 21 because the hero count, so I guess we can think about that. And Adora's Temple here has triple Rigor rate, all cam grow as well. Good to know. The fast start on all these maps also plays into like extreme mode's favor too. Because now you don't have to worry about the early game, and so you can jump straight to a strong tower and thus require you using less towers to like beat each map. Pretty cool in it. Now, is there a good mid-game tower for about 19k starting cash? I'm eyeing a wizard. How much does an arcane spike get me down to? $5,000. Now, the other tower does have to hit camos. And I know the sniper has extra camo damage, so why wouldn't this work? I think we should also go for a Bonnet Path. Maybe it's better in catching, like, the regrow, so they don't regrow farm as crazily. I'm not sure. But this is what we're gonna go for. The sniper is now basically twice as strong because it does 2 extra damage to all camo balloons. So from base 2 damage to 4, pretty good. The only issue is that after I buy this, it's a long way to affording Elite Defender, so this has to get me all the way to the mid-50s. Good luck with that. There's also no anti-Reeker except for maybe a village. I guess I could entertain that idea of getting a 3rd tower, but I'd like if I could pull it off in 2. Yeah, sorry, excuse me, but I thought that the 300% rear rate was going to be a lot more noticeable, but so far it hasn't been. And there's the Elite Defender now, so that should pretty much prevent anything from regrowing, given how fast the attack speed is. Maybe I should just allow 1 of each tower for the entire Odyssey. Well, too late for that because we used 2 wizards, but I mean, we can try to go the rest of the way without reusing the other ones, because we're gonna have a lot left over at this rate. Alright, 2 to go. What does Rake have to offer? At least tier count of 20, which is fine by me, because I'm already using minimal towers. And also an insane amount of starting cash, $55,000, so I can probably 2 tower this again if I think about the right tier 5 monkey. Wait a minute, isn't Sky Shredder, like, right there? It is. No way. We can do this, and if I do need lead popping, I guess I just drop a Dart Monkey, Juggernaut. But Sky Shredder beats 62 to 80, right? It might require some Ace Micro. The 2 words you never want to hear, but let's see here. I'll start with some simple figure infinite. Oh god. That was the worst thing I could have done. Again. Also, I'm an idiot. I lied. The Sky Shredder can't hit lead balloons. I forgot for a second. Okay. I still think it's actually worth it to go for a Dart Monkey, though. And not just an ordinary dart, but let's do 402 for 1, I guess, camos, because there's a camo wave on 78. If I can barely defeat the camo wave on 63 here, then I know we're in some trouble, like, against 78, so that's why I'm getting this, and then I'll probably get Ultra Juggernaut by then. This is good, though. If we micro, then we'll be able to beat the backside there. Maybe in that case, I should put it here, but I don't know, we'll see. Here's probably a better spot, right? Catches a bit more, yeah. I just wasn't sure this was able to reach that left lane, but it looks like it has enough range. That's good. And I still die, because, wow. Ace Micro is really important, eh? Okay, here's number 2. Don't fail me now. Ooh, what a clutch. Okay. Let's try Circle. I want Circle to get it earlier, but that's risky, because they're not coming in right now, okay? Now they're coming in. Perfect. Perfect. Well, not quite. I failed at the end there, but luckily we clutched up. Alright, it's not just round 78 we have to worry about, 76, but I think we'll make 10k in 10 rounds, so we'll get this by then, and it'll definitely be GG. Nice. Absolutely styling on this Odyssey here. And now there's U-Jug. And now let's fast forward all the way to the end. Now, depending on how the last map goes, I legitimately think there's a good chance we can do the 1 tower. I have Boomerang, Super Monkey, Alchemist, and Village left over. Don't know how we didn't beat 75. But that's 4 very good towers. And a hero as well, don't forget. That I could still use. Guess I have to do some micro because we're topping out, yeah. Like 2 BFBs at once, I guess is a lot of balloon inside, so careful. Especially if they're pinks, 10 of pinks too, wow. That was a last second one. Last second snipe. Nice. Okay, easy here. Here comes the camo wave. Now, do we have to ace micro for any of the remaining rounds? 79 here. BFBs are spaced enough apart that I think we're good here. Good. And now for the Zomga. Sky Shredder takes down pretty quickly. Slow down, slow down. Figure Infinite. And Figure 8. Oh man, the attack speed there sucks. Ass. I would know a thing or two about that. Let's circle. Wow, I didn't even do any micro there. Nice. And that was quick, but now for the final map, Underground Chimps, what do we got? Quadruple Supreme HP, 2.5x mob HP, but slower stuff. But a lot of money to start. Let's finish it off right here. Now, 160k is a lot of money. It's enough for a Super Monkey straight up. Middle path is affordable, right? Not a lot of money to spare, but yeah. Now, can Antiboon really solo a 2.5x HP 81 to 100 though? I'm gonna try by super buffing it. We can do a top crosspath, even though that does lose us a little bit of utility. But who needs utility when you can just go for straight, raw damage? Am I right, folks? And let's see. It's able to handle Super Srams decently. By decently, I mean, okay, no, that's not very good at all. Probably just gonna use an ability to end off each round. And sure, why not drop my Alchemist? I think 3 towers will be probably needed here. If I can save for Homeland, that would be really nice. And holy crap. I think I gotta do first and close. Just so that we have another arm targeting the Ceram leaking rather than, well, not Cerams leaking. But I believe in the anti-balloon so much that, yes, we are not even going to drop our hero right now. I mean, it makes sense that it's taking a lot to beat down Cerams. Those Cerams have, like, what, 300 HP? It's no laughing matter. But guess what? Anti-balloon ability does 10,000 damage, so that's enough to nuke out even full HP fortified BFEs there. And if we just do enough damage to the... oh, nope, we didn't do enough there. But we just use a Call Arms to finish off what we can't initially. Okay, I'm pretty sure having utility would have been really helpful here. Wow, that was a good last-second clutch. Well, you have to use a Call Arms here for sure to end this off. But nope. Okay, fine. Call in the Boomerang. We still have one of it remaining. I want to try middle crosspath just because, I don't know. Permacharge seems like a nice guy. Die immediately. Okay, fine. Reset. I kind of want to see what happens if I go for the bottom crosspath, Mr. Monkey. I feel like utility is actually better than the extra damage I get out. Because at this point, with how much HP, it's probably better to just stall rounds out for more abilities. And given that it's doing very well at handling ceramics and their insides, then I think it's looking like a better choice so far, at least. I still need to use the ability, though. But it definitely lasts a lot longer than if I went for straight damage, so... Now, if we can beat this without using anti-balloon ability, that would be really nice. Nice. Just in time. This will stall a good amount of time for us. Come on. Buy me enough time so I can suck up some FBFBs here, please. Like that. And then now I got Called Arms up again. And we'll use that to finish off the round. New PB. Alright, bad news is that we can't even handle a single DDT wave, so... Oh, man. Oh, and if I use the ability at 90, I'm dead at 91. Those F-Cerams are not a joke. I don't know how much extra Ceram damage the Boomerang gets, but does that help change the outcome in any way? Or is it a useless tower? It's helping a little bit, but it's very bad if I don't get permacharge on it. Gotta use the ability to end this round off. Yikes. That's GG here. Frick. I forgot to mention here, but partway through this challenge, I decided not to use the hero on the last map, just to retroactively complete the new challenge that I set for myself, like, later. You'll understand why when I explain it at the end. Okay, we need another damage option. Primary expertise. We're not relying on the Called Arms anymore. We're relying on the Ballista attack to help clean up Cerams for us, and I feel like that has got to be a lot better for us, a lot easier. Rather than putting all our eggs in one basket, we at least have a second option to help out, I guess, the anti-balloon's weakness and give us some more time. Now, this does lower my maximum damage potential because I can't do a Homeland anymore for double damage. If I were to stick with a one tower only rule for this, the last tower would have to be a Boomerang. And I feel like, I guess for ceramics, the Glaive Lord would probably be the best thing, just because the glaives will bounce everywhere along the track. And let's see. Can we beat? Okay, good. We can beat round 90 without the help of a Boomerang or an ability. Okay, we need the Glaive Lord, though. Last minute. Anti-Balloon. Oh my god, we're not going to make it. Wow, okay. New plan. Let's skip the 4-2-0 out buff and skip straight to Glaive Lord. We're not even going to buy cam protection on the expertise just yet, because we need to save the 2k to afford Glaive Lord earlier. And it seems like the out buff wasn't really much of a game changer, eh? Because we Abuda afford the Glaive Lord right at the conclusion of this round here. Anytime now. Anytime. Fine, I'll just use that ability. You can't make this shit up. $100 left? That's crazy. But you see the Glaive Lord diff right here. It's able to fend off F-mobs without having to, well, use an ability. So that's massive. Holy frick, what a clutch from that Glaive Lord there. Almost called you a sniper because that was such a nice clutch. Bad news, I think 95 cooks me. Oh no, oh no. I gotta use an anti early, which now means the ability isn't there. Well, it's our last save here then. Out buff. How much time can that buy? Oh no, nothing at all really. That Alp makes no difference. Well, new plan then. If Glaive Lord and the anti-balloon work so well, then skip expertise. We don't need it. Go for the called arms that we need to beat 95. Glaive Lord the go. 92 is an issue though. Even with the called arms, it falls behind. So, last minute. Good timing. And well done. Alright, let's check out the anti-balloon diff, or the called arms diff. Is it any better? It has bought us about 10, a good amount of time. But there's still a lot of DTs remaining. Ooh, 4 left, 4 left. Can it be done? Okay, first and strong, I think works a little bit better. Let's see. Wow, we held off on using the ability really good here. How many left now? 2, 1, done. Now I'm a bit anxious I don't have enough for a 96 here. Wow, I'm 2 seconds off of getting the ability. And me. Well, it turns out a quarter full Odyssey is much different than a half full Odyssey. For sure, difficulty-wise. The called arm saves the day though. Amazing. Amazing, and that means we can freely end off 96 here. And then probably end off 97. Okay, how to beat 97 here while saving the ability for next round. I don't know if I really saved it very well. Nope. What I gotta do at 98 is have the ability up for 99, because I don't see any way I beat DTs. So how about we use it for a good chunk at the start of this round? And then take our time beating the FBFBs here, okay? First and close, don't die. Back on first to clutch. Oh, what an asshole. Okay, all it takes is a redo, right? Just a redo, how's now? First close. Buy time for the BFBs here. And I think it'll be up for 99, awesome. Awesome opossum. Now it's down to the 50k HP BAD. Oh, man. I don't know. We might be coked here. There is one ability. Second ability will get off. I think I have to try to stall 99 as well then. Again, I consider this valid to use save states in the form of a time machine. It's a way to optimize your run without having to manually pull your save file from in-game. So let's see. Can I maybe get 8 of them? Or leave some left over like that? Please tell me we can beat 1 FDT. Perfect. That's only about a quarter cooled off. I might need more than that. NGL. Either way, I think this lines up so that because I reset 98, the third anti-balloon ability is always a crit. So this does extra damage. What if I use extra damage to knock it down to the lowest thing possible? Because I can't get 3. So what I mean is this. Now, oh, it's down to Zomgas. Anyway, anything I can do to help this cause? I think it's over no matter what. I think the only way is if I somehow stall 99 to an insane oblivion. Like, so much so that I can get 3 NIs off. Maybe suck up 7 DTs instead. Like that. And try to beat them manually. 1. Nope. You can't stall this round out. Okay, I admit defeat. We have to add 1 extra tower here to finish it off. We have to add 1 elim to finish it off, and that'll make it now so that I have beaten the entire Odyssey with 1 of each tower, but only reusing the bomb shooter and the wizard, and not using the hero. But stay tuned, because there's a little bit more. There's a little bit more that I want to tell you. GG. Island 5 complete. And there we have it. There's our final tally, as well as all the stats and powers that we used. Because something like this totally matters, I'm going to retroactively go back to map 2, change the hero to Sada, and then instead of using a wizard and a bomb to beat it, we'll use Sada and a bomb. So now instead of 1 of each tower plus 2, it's now 1 of each tower plus 1. Yes, I'm that anal about it. I thought long and hard about if I could do it with 1 of each tower purely, but ultimately I couldn't think of it. If there was any way to, like, beat any of the 2 tower maps with 1 tower, that would be it. But ultimately, we're going to leave it at just the +1 there. Anyway, place your bets down below on if the next week's Odyssey will be good enough to cover it for a 3rd time in a row. That would be kind of crazy.